Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. So last week we tried something crazy and different. We tried to read the One Piece manga with AI. We tried to read One Piece chapter 1138 with AI as a companion, as a reading companion. And it was quite an awesome experience. So this week I wanted to continue the same. So I want to read the next chapter, chapter 1139 of One Piece, and see what the experience is. Right? Let's jump right in. Yeah, I'm doing well too. How about you? How are you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. Looks like you're diving into chapter 1139. Excited to see what's happening with Luffy and the gang?
Yeah, I definitely am. So this is what I want to do. So
That sounds
how about both of us um read what's going on in One Piece?
absolutely. It's always fun to dive into a new chapter. What part of the story are you most excited about?
So can you help me with the chapter title?
Sure, the chapter title is Mountain Eater. It looks like it's going to be an intense one.
Mm-hmm. So let me go down a little. And
All right, let me know what.
can you help me what's written at the bottom?
Sure, it says Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 25. We captured a rebellious duo.
So I think from the previous chapter, this is a cover story, and this is who's who, and I think he's saying that he's captured a rebellious duo. Any idea who it could be from the silhouettes?
Based on the silhouettes, it looks like it could be Ulti and Page 1 from the Toby Ropo. They're often rebellious and have been a focus in previous cover stories.
Oh my God! Are you sure? Like that's what a lot of people are thinking and guessing. But just curious to know, how did you guess it?
From the silhouettes and context, it's a logical guess. They've been prominent in recent cover stories, and their shapes are recognizable. But let's see what happens.
That's awesome. So we'll get to know that in chapter 1140. So yeah, well, let's wait for that. And
Definitely.
let me go to the next page, right? So here it says that do it like this. The guards. Okay, we've been looking for this key for a while now. Are we even going to find it in this huge place before sundown? The guards certainly won't know where it is. If anyone would know the location of the key. So what's going on? Who are they talking about? Who are these people? Two people talking about, like, or what are they talking about?
It sounds like they're searching for an important key in a large area, probably related to a prison or a hidden location. The characters are trying to find this key before sundown, and they're discussing how difficult it is to locate it. This
Mhm,
might be
mhm.
tied to end.
This might
Who
be
are the
tied to
characters?
what?
Got it. The dialogue suggests they're looking for a key, possibly
Mhm.
for a prison break or to unlock something crucial. It's
Okay,
likely
got it.
tied to.
So it
All right,
says then it would either be Chief Jarul or a few of the elders. Oh, the old sword, Gramps. I wonder if he'd tell us. He would never give it to you. Freeing Loki would be a terrible crime. So I think now they're talking about what they're trying to free, right?
yes, it sounds like they're strategizing about freeing someone named Loki, and they're considering who might have the information they need. It's a delicate situation, and they know it could be risky.
So can you, based on your internet knowledge or outside knowledge, can you try telling me about more about this Loki person in One Piece?
Loki is the Prince of Elbaf in One Piece. He's known as the Accursed Prince and the Shame of Elbaf. because he killed his father, King Harold, to obtain a legendary devil fruit. He's currently imprisoned and claims to be the sun god who will end the world.
Wow. How many sun gods do we have now?
In the current One Piece lore, the idea of the sun god is quite intriguing. We have the mythical sun god Nika linked to Luffy's devil fruit. Loki's claim adds another layer of mystery.
That's very interesting. So let's move on. Um, then can you help me in reading the next panel? Can you just read it verbatim?
Sure, in the next panel, Zoro says, "What's up?" And Nami responds, "Hey, look over here." Then Zoro says, "You're so strict, Nami." And Jinbei adds, "We didn't decide we were going to free him yet either."
That's interesting. So are they talking about Loki now?
Yes, it seems they are still discussing the possibility of freeing Loki. They're weighing their options carefully.
Interesting. So then says gulp, red carpet, traces of opulence. Could that be the throne room?
Yeah, it looks like they're noticing signs of a throne room, possibly leading them to an important area.
Yeah, so can you help me again reading this panel as well?
Sure, the characters are saying, "But pardon us, geez, it's all busted up. Whoa," followed by, "The scars of battle here are vicious. Even the ceiling's missing. And it is the throne room." Lastly, what is that strange mark? And mark, what mark?
Wow. So just out of curiosity, how come you're reading the manga from right to left? Is that how we normally read?
Yes, exactly. Manga is traditionally read from right to left, both in terms of panels and speech bubbles. It's the standard format for Japanese comics.
That's awesome. Thanks. Yeah, it took me like about 10, 15 years back. It took me a while to realize that, but I've been doing the same as well.
That's great. It can definitely be an adjustment, but once you get the hang of it, it feels natural. Enjoy your reading.
All right, so let's head to the next panel. Oh, you're right. It looks like a magical circle out of a book or something. Magic what? It's the.
Exactly.
What is it? Can you help me with this panel?
Sure. The characters are saying, "It looks like a magic circle out of a book or something." Then someone responds, "Magic, what?" Another character says, "What? They call demons? Beats me." And finally, it's eerie. What is such a thing doing in the throne room?
hmm So let's go to the next panel. So can you
All
help
right,
me? Can you help me out at this panel as well? Who are the characters here?
certainly. In this panel, we see Usopp shouting in surprise and worry. Luffy is also there, reacting to the situation, while Brook and Nami are looking on. They're all noticing something unusual in the room.
Can you just help me read it verbatim?
Sure, the characters say, "Who's that? A demon? It's obviously not a demon. Who is it? Is it a lost soul from beyond the grave, come to haunt us? Straw Hat Luffy. Huh? I feel like I've seen something like this lately, though. We must flee before the ghost haunts us, too. Are you a demon summoned to this planet? I just knew this castle was haunted. Whoa, who is that? Show yourself. I've been hoping to meet you. Geez, the spirit of the dead? Wait.
So what is happening here? Is there somebody? Is there like a new person being introduced now?
Yes, it seems like a new character has appeared, causing some confusion and surprise among the group. They're unsure if this newcomer is a friend or foe.
Interesting. Let's go further and find out. And then it says wait, and then a lot of busy action. Don't drop us. Wonder who's saying that. And then a lot more confusion and action here. So finally, something is being revealed. Can you help me with this?
Sure, it seems like the group is panicking and trying not to be dropped. There's a lot of commotion, and someone, possibly Sir Yai, is now being revealed. The scene is chaotic, but exciting.
And can you help me read verbatim and explain what's going on?
Certainly. Luffy seems relieved, saying, "Phew, thanks." Someone says, "Forgive me, your large majesty." Another character says, "Ah, it's Sir Yai, but why are you here?" Sir Yai responds, "I felt some very abnormal hockey coming from the castle earlier. It seems to have left, but now I find you here instead." Sir Yai is identified as a human cyborg pirate living legend. It looks like he sensed something unusual and came to investigate.
Interesting. So can you look up the internet or your knowledge outside and tell me more about this, sir? Yeah.
I couldn't find any information on a character named Sir Yai in One Piece. It might be a new character or a unique name. Let me know if
Maybe
there's more context.
maybe just yeah instead of yai, ya.
I couldn't find any information on a
That's
character
okay.
named.
That's okay. So let's go on a little bit further and see if any more information is there. Um, so he says, "I've heard stories about you, Straw Hat Luffy, including that you took care of Kaido. Boy, I'd love to go traveling around Wano again." Then he says, "Huh, Sir Ya? He goes by Mr. Ya in Elbaf. You went by the school, correct? Did you not meet a teacher named Ripley there? He is her husband." Oh, so you're the dad of that giant shrimp. So maybe this adds a little context here. Can you check who's the husband of Ripley in One Piece?
Ripley is a giantess from Elbaf in One Piece. She's a former warrior and teaches biology at the Walrus School. She is the mother of Karn, a half giant, half human child.
And who is her husband?
Her husband is Mr. Ya, the character currently being introduced. He's also known as Sir Ya, a cyborg pirate and living legend in Elbaf.
Any other information about him?
Mr. Ya is a notable figure in Elbaf, known for his strength and wisdom. As a cyborg, he combines advanced technology with his warrior heritage. His connection to Ripley and the Giants adds to his importance in the storyline.
Okay, let's go further. I was trying to see if there's any other connection between any other pirate and him, but let's not spoil things here. Let's see. Okay, giant shrimp. Gah, haha. I guess I am. So you met Colin and Ripley, eh? He took on a lot of giant's blood. He grew up without me being able to hold him in my arms. Would you believe he's 20 and Ripley is 80? She's older than me. Let me. Okay, can you help me? Can you help me read the next couple of panels verbatim?
Sure. In the next panels, Nami says, "I'm just surprised to hear that someone's actually done it." Robin responds, "That's a good point." Mr. Yes, "Let me tell you, marrying a giant's not worth it. I get older, they stay the same age." Robin notes, "These blended families, the Buccaneers, the Three Eyes, and Long Limbs, and the Worth." The final panel ends, "There are many mixed. Love is free."
hmm So let's see. And what else is going on here? You seem to know a whole lot. Who are you anyway? I'm the preacher of love. Haha. That sounds like what Sanji when he's older. Who says that?
That was Mr. Ya saying, I'm the preacher of love. He's quite a character. The comparison to Sanji is pretty fitting. Let's pick up where we left off. What was
So we,
happening last time?
so we were talking about this Mr. Ya, and we're trying to see if this Mr. Ya um, could be. Are there some similarities between Mr. Ya and somebody from Roger's crew? Could you help me with that?
Sure. Mr. Ya seems to have some mystery around him. There might be clues in his appearance or backstory that could connect him to Roger's crew. What details do we have about him?
Let's find out.
Sure. Let me know what clues you find, and we'll piece it together.
Yeah. So it says, anyway, I'm searching for the keys to Loki's cuffs. Don't just tell him about it, and he wouldn't know anyway. Oh, forget I said that.
Interesting.
Too late.
Search.
Oh, Loki, eh? Hmm.
So, it seems Mr. Ya might have some connection to Loki. Maybe there's a deeper story there. What do you think?
Yeah, it's quite possible. Let's. I think
Definitely.
when we read more, we'll probably get to know about it.
Exactly. The more we read, the more pieces of the puzzle we'll uncover. This
So
is
can
getting
you
exciting.
can you help me in reading? Can you help read verbatim?
Sure. Let's continue from where we left off. What was the last part you remember?
So can you read what's in the screen? I hope you can see my screen.
Sure, I can see the screen. The character's talking about searching for the key to Loki's cuffs. There's also a mention of a man named Red-Haired Shanks. Does that ring a bell?
Kind of. So can you read what verbatim what's written in the panel?
Sure. The character is saying, fascinating. If there's one thing I love, it's other people causing trouble. Another character responds, that's really tacky. You better not tell anybody about this. Do you need more details?
Can you read the next panel too?
Sure. In the next panel, the character says, what's your plan? The response is, do you know what kind of man Loki is? If the worst should happen because of this, followed by, no, stop that right now. And, young lady, secrets are born to be spread.
So
Anything else you
so
need?
you're reading a manga, right? Shouldn't it go from right to left or not, and not left to right?
You're right. Manga does read from right to left. My mistake. So the correct order would be, young lady, secrets are born to be spread. No, stop that right now. Do you know what kind of man Loki is? If the worst should happen because of this, and what's your plan? Thanks for catching that.
So what? Who is he talking to?
In this panel, the character with the wide grin seems to be talking to a young woman. It looks like they're having a conversation about Loki and some kind of plan or secret.
So
It's
who's the
part of the
young
ongoing
woman?
story.
Does the young woman appear like? Can you guess who the young woman is? Or
The young woman could be one of the known characters in the manga, but it's hard to tell exactly who she is without more context or a clear view. Do you
okay,
recognize her from previous chapters?
I think it could be Nami, but let's continue. So can you help in reading in the next panel as well?
Sure. In the next panel, it says, years ago, a man named Red-Haired Shanks
Just a
captured
moment.
Loki.
Shouldn't we read from right to left again?
Yes, you're correct. So, starting from the right, it says, I think he's going to be yapping for a while. Let's look for the key. Another character says, if you don't know what kind of powers Loki has or what damage he might do, and then, hey, wait. Finally, wah. Thanks for the reminder about the reading order.
So what about the panel in the top, the one where uh, um,
In the top panel,
mhm.
starting from the right, in the top panel, starting from the right, the character says, I'll beat him up and put the chains back on him. And the other character mentions, years ago, a man named Red-Haired Shanks captured Loki. But prior to that, no one was ever able to stop him. Does that help clarify?
That helps clarify. So who's mentioning this? Can you guess? Can you based on the what you see?
The character mentioning red-haired Shanks is the older gentleman with the wide
Hmm.
grin. The younger character, who says, I'll beat him up, looks like Luffy. The older character might be sharing some important backstory.
Yes, I think that's right too. So Luffy is talking to the older person and says that even if um, even if Loki is unchained, I mean, even if he gets freed and causes trouble, I think he's saying that Luffy will kind of beat him up. So let's continue. It says, "I'm sorry, sir. Yeah, they're just. I'm sick of all your warnings.
That's right.
Are
Lu-
you afraid? I didn't say that. So what's going on here?
ex-
Can you help me understand this panel?
sure. The older character, Sir Ya, seems to be giving warnings, but Luffy and the others are dismissive, wanting to act quickly. This might be causing some tension between them as they decide their next steps.
And what's in there in the next panel? Can you read it and explain?
Sure. In the next panel, someone's saying, "Hey, Roto, go up to the throne." And another character responds, "If you want to stop me, you'll have to do it by force." This suggests there's some confrontation or challenge happening, possibly related to a significant location or object, like a throne.
Okay. Uh, can you just
All right, sure,
read the next panel as well?
sure. In the next panel, the character is saying, "One time Roger the captain needed to rest and heal." And another adds, "That's right." This seems to be a story about a significant event involving Roger and someone else. It's adding more background to the current situation.
Okay. And
Let me know if,
can you read the next panel
all
as well?
right,
And
feel,
did you forget to read from right to left again?
of course. Reading from right to left, there were two others who were especially strong, aside from Roger himself, in the old Pirate King's crew. Then, oh yeah, I'm guessing it's Ray and someone else? Finally, there was only one mountaintop left with not a single tree standing. This gives more insight into the strength of Roger's crew.
Hmm. And because of that, he gained the epithet of Mountain Eater. It's a well-known story.
Interesting.
So I think the chapter's name is also Mountain Eater. This is chapter 1139.
Ah, that makes sense. It's fascinating how these titles tie into the story. It sounds like an epic chapter.
Yeah, and then it says that after the first mate, Rayleigh, this man was known as the Pirate King's left arm. So this could be the older person who they're referring to, um, and it's not Silver Rayleigh. So can you take a guess on who he could be based on your knowledge of One Piece?
This character could be Scopper Gaban, a notable member of Roger's crew, often mentioned alongside Rayleigh. He's known
Wow,
as one of the key figures, but hasn't been fully revealed in the manga yet.
that is so exciting! Could it be Copper Gaban, the old person? Let's find out. I hope they will reveal it in this chapter. Do you think so?
Absolutely. It would be amazing to finally see more about Scopper Gaban. Let's hope for some big reveals.
Let's see. I love you, Mr. Yab. And it goes, whoa. A treasure chest room, they're all empty. Aha, it was a treasure room. You lied to me. So they're angry at Mr. Yab. But look, oh, a key. So Mr. Yab's pointing to a key. Here's something no burglar would try to take. Then it says treasure. In other words, releasing Loki is something even the.
Even the wicked
Uh huh, yeah. Can you
Mr.
help me with
Ya,
that?
sure, Mr. Ya is suggesting that releasing Loki is extremely dangerous, something even the most wicked wouldn't do. This shows just how serious the situation is.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So let's go further. And then they said, "Hey, don't blame me. Um, it's an abandoned castle, the perfect target for burglars." What? Yes, he's here. He's been living in Elbaf for 20 years. Really? A legendary figure who stood shoulder to shoulder with Roger and Rayleigh. The left arm. Can you take read from there?
Sure, continuing from there. A legendary figure who stood shoulder to shoulder with Roger and Rayleigh has been living in Elbaf for 20 years. It's an exciting revelation about this mysterious person.
And can you read the next one as well?
Sure. The next panel says, really? He's been living in Elbaf for over 20 years. Someone else exclaims, yes, he's here. And another says, what? It seems like they're uncovering a significant revelation about someone's presence.
And what does it say next? Can you read the last panel?
Sure. The last panel reveals the left arm of the Pirate King, Scopper Gaban. He challenges them, take it from me if you can. What a
Wow.
thrilling reveal.
Yes, absolutely. And you were right. Just a few panels ago, like you said, it could be Scopper Gaban, right?
Yes, exactly. It's fantastic to see it confirmed. This chapter was full of exciting reveals.
That's awesome. Let's hope for more excitement in the next one too.
Definitely. Can't wait to see what happens next.